Welcome to Campsite 204. This is the how-to video for the dash full-length roof rack for the Y62 Nissan Armada and Infiniti QXs. We're going to start off by using the radius plastic pieces. We're going to insert those. We're going to add two nut inserts, one on each side, and then we add the steel frame supports. There's a smaller one on the top that receives two of the screws, and the lower one receives two screws and two machine screws into the inserts in the ends of them. We're going to do that for all four corners. Next, we're going to grab 10 nut inserts, and we're going to slide those into each vertical, the long frame rails, and we're going to spread them out a little bit for the 5 crossbars that go in next. So we are installing this in theory top side down and just laying out the 5 crossbars approximately where they go. We are going to use our screws and a little bit of Loctite, and we're going to finger tighten all of our crossbars into the nut inserts. And here we're going to back up a little bit. So for the vertical supports, the vertical long wide crossbars that go on the top, they come with a rubber insert, as you can see here. Now, we didn't slide the rubber all the way in flush with the end of it before attaching them, so we did have to go back and reset. So make sure you get those all lined up. You can see the rubber hanging off the end there. You want that flush before you start bolting them to the racks. Adjust them and add the bolts to each one of those. It'll be very obvious. Next, with the roof rack still upside down, we're going to add the wind deflector. Put your nut inserts in there and a little more Loctite, and we're going to go ahead and install those. You just need to adjust a little bit by hand and get all those screws in there. And we'll move on to the vehicle. There are 3 plastic covers on each side of the stock roof rails, a forward one, a center one, and a rear one. You pop those off with a screwdriver. You will end up damaging them a little bit. It's almost unavoidable. And take your Torx and remove all of the screws for the roof rack and crossbars and get everything out of there. Next, we're going to use a little painter's tape on the center bolt section, and we're going to line up the roof rail from the Dash Off-Road kit and take a permanent marker, and we're going to mark where we need to cut this. There's a small section, it's about 1.5 inches long, that you need to cut out. So I'm just lining it up exactly with the new roof rail and marking where I need to cut. From there we'll take a Dremel or some tin snips and cut this out. Now be very careful once you get this out. The entire roof rack inside there is extremely sharp. Even the sections that we didn't cut, all along there is razor sharp. You're going to remove the little plastic bolt cap that was hidden underneath that section. We're going to add silicone to all the open exposed holes and use the black rubber grommets that come with the roof rack system. They're just black washers that are soft. And we're going to go ahead and install each side of the roof rails. Just a couple different angles of it here. Don't be shy with the silicone. Now, when you put the roof rack on, you have to be extremely careful not to scratch your roof with the wind deflector. Be extremely aware of this because it will scratch your roof. It is sharp. Have a buddy help you out. Next up, we grab our bolts and nuts, and we're going to work our way around the whole vehicle, just bolting this right down in place. These come in 3/4 length or full length options. You can purchase them at campsite204.com. Like and subscribe for more information.